Simon's right. We need to be clear about our narrative here. It's a help improve the agenda. There's two agendas here. Many of you have presented health protection agendas, which are also very important. Let's distinguish this one. We're talking about rewilding our cities to improve population health, resistance to other problems. Simon.
It was just reminding me something, because you were saying that, you know, clearing the space for this pathogen is actually creating an opportunity with a vacant space. And the experience in veterinary science is actually that in the beginning of veterinary medicine, we didn't use much of sterile methods, and spays and castrations were done in a pretty dirty way, and still the animals would recover. So my personal hypothesis, and that would need to be confirmed, is that actually the endemic microbiome was actually kind of looking out for these pathogens not to take over, and actually helped the recovery of the wound without any further complications.
Yeah, absolutely right. David?
Yeah. Simon, I mean, obviously the differences between human healthcare environment and animal ones are fundamentally different, as you say. There's been a much very different approach in humans. Having said that, what we are now seeing, so I've just been involved in 2 outbreak investigations in recent times, where we've seen organisms, one's Klebsiella, the other E. coli, becoming pathogenic in humans and one caused 15 deaths 2 or 3 years ago. Now, it was an E. coli variant we hadn't seen in the UK for 30 years, but was ubiquitous in the environment. So there are organisms emerging for a whole variety of reasons. Similarly, we've had 150 beds closed in a local hospital through a Klebsiella, which got into the hospital environment, sterilised it, colonised it, etc., etc. So you're right, I think it's a complex and complicated picture. Precautionary principle is applied in many settings over many years. Is it time to revisit that in different settings? Perhaps.
So I just want to add to the sterile setting dialogue. There's actually a few really great studies looking at these pigs. This is about 10 years ago, I think 2009, 2011 these papers came out. So what they did, they had some pigs born in captivity, so in sterile environments, and some born outside. The ones that were born outside had much more diverse microbiomes, their immune function was much higher, and their gut development. So microbes are actually involved in signalling the development of a lot of our organs as well. So the brain, the gut. So we'll still develop those organs, but they won't be as functional as they could be. And so without the benefit of healthcare and things like that in the wild, an organism that doesn't have the proper development isn't going to survive. But then with these pigs, what they did, the ones that were born outside who had the better function, the more diverse microbiota, they then took them into the sterile facility to raise them, and they lost all that benefit. They their immune systems became less functional, and they were more prone to invasion by sort of a pathogen or an overreaction to like a pollen or something like that, to a harmless environmental particle.
One last question? Good.
Thank you so much for this really fascinating initiative. You talked about the co-benefits and also that there are no drawbacks. I completely agree with the co-benefits. I think mental health, recreation, physical activity that this can facilitate in terms of screening are all incredibly positive. In terms of potential drawbacks, I think you still need the appropriate safeguards in place. It's not absolute greening and biodiversity, but really the appropriate biodiversity, and that's where the involvement of ecologists and the biodiversity has to come in. You don't want to introduce invasive species and have other negative consequences. So it's really a balancing act, and I think because we're hearing the talking about biodiversity, but also measures for resilience. So, creating these green spaces that also can help with combating climate change and flooding and other risks. So I congratulate on this exciting initiative. Thank you.
Thank you. Right, well, we're going to be around for, sorry, David?
I was just going to say thanks at the end.
Right, so we are going to be around this afternoon. Please feel free to come up and chat to us. We really welcome any approach.
Yeah, so now I will just thank all of the panelists here. I think a very exciting initiative. I think, when we talk about biodiversity, whether it's in terms of interaction with health or agriculture, or more generally, of course there's more, we know there's, the more biodiversity you have, the more chances you have some harmful organisms, whether they're predators or whether they're pathogens. But we also know that disturbance of those systems can also increase health risks. And I think another analogy to this is what we see in agriculture. We have some very effective pesticides, but often we see then pest resurgence because we've wiped out the diversity of the invertebrates in this case, and therefore we've got rid of the natural enemies, we've also got more niche spaces, and so on and so on. So many of these things that we see here, I think we can see across, we can see parallels and across many different aspects of biodiversity. So don't forget both parts of that word biodiversity. We're talking about wildlife, we're talking about nature, but the diversity itself is good.
Yes. Fantastic. And this is a call to action, so.
This is.
So let's
All
start.
right. Thank you very much.
Take one or two across we can try and meet some of these.
Thanks, David.